You've got two choices here. He was competent and he broke the law, or he's incompetent and he's so incompetent, he's such a bumbling old man that he can't even stand trial because they wouldn't really be able to do much with him.
Yeah, that's New Jersey Congressman and the House Judiciary Committee member Jeff Van Drew calling for transparency and vowing to support holding Attorney General Merrick Garland in contempt of Congress for hiding President Biden's recorded interview from Special Counsel Robert Hur. Well, that's the one that was taken by Robert Hur.
Yes.
And the DOJ doesn't want to give it up. Mr. Biden doesn't want to give it up. So Congressman Van Drew is here now to talk in depth about yesterday's vote on Garland. Tell me your thoughts on this. And I wanted to get your insight on, there's some that say, okay, this is the legislature, a different branch of government, trying to get something from the executive branch. Now, it doesn't seem like it has anything to do with executive privilege, like
exactly right.
privileged conversations. But what's your feel about that battle going on there, Congressman?
Well, it's really clear. The Judiciary Committee, which I sit upon, has an oversight responsibility, and we needed to exercise oversight here. And it's important to know, just that little clip you use is truthfully exactly right. Either Joe Biden is incompetent, unable to stand trial, and therefore the special counsel did not move forward, or that he got special treatment. And it's once again the two-tier system of justice, justice for thee or not for me. There's no in between here. It's one or the other. Because understand, when he took all these papers that he had from an area that was top secret in essence, and he took them and he put them in a collapsed box and next to a collapsed dog kennel in his garage, and then gave them to his ghostwriter, read them to his ghostwriter for an $8 million book deal, you've got to be concerned, because either he was in essence selling classified materials and making money on it by this book deal, or he didn't kind of know what he was doing. He was just bumbling along. Either one of them are a tremendous concern for the people of the United States of America and for our Congress. And that's what I want to know. So it's really it's a simple issue. We just need the audio tapes, because the audio tapes will help us determine that.
Yeah, Congressman, the Wall Street Journal editorial board weighed in on this today, and basically they said this executive privilege claim is absolutely bogus because, for starters, the transcript was already released. So there's
it's a special counsel.
It's a special, and then it's a special counsel. And the transcript was already released. The only reason the White House doesn't want these tapes to be put out there is political. It's for political reasons. Yeah. So because of this, I mean, the DOJ has basically said they're not going to cooperate with you, that they've cited executive privilege. Is there any recourse of getting these tapes out there to the public? Or does it just end here?
Do this. We're going to continue to pursue it. We're going to look into it. Hey, I think we should go to court. I think there should be a decision made by the judiciary itself. Hopefully we get a fair judge, because, I mean, this is so unbelievable. The individual who is most responsible for the rule of law in the United States of America is the Attorney General of the United States of America, and he is not complying. It's outrageous. People should be upset. They should be offended. And it's so disturbing. And I know people, just average, everyday people, are so frustrated with it. And by the way, you know, Biden does all this. President Trump takes papers, and it's so important to understand. The President of the United States of America has the ability to declassify documents. A vice president, a member of Congress, or a U.S. senator doesn't. When these papers were taken, when this classified material was taken out of a secure area, Joe Biden did it as a vice president, and he did it as a U.S. senator, not as a president. He didn't have the right to do that. He broke the law when he did.
Before we go, I did want to get your response. A big rally over the weekend in New Jersey from Mr. Trump, and he actually gave you a shout out. So let's play the clip and get your response.
Man of courage and devotion to New Jersey, and I really started this with him, and you have some really good congressmen and women here, but a man that I've been very close to. You know, I hate to say this, used to be a Democrat, and I called him. I didn't know him. I said, you know, you like our policies. Why don't you just join the party? And he did. Jeff Van Drew, Congressman, you are great.
So let's find out, did that unfold? Was he the one that talked you into joining the Republican Party, or is this something you came to on your own? And feel free to respond to what he said there.
It was a great story. Look, you know, they were trying to force me to do things in the Democratic Party I didn't want to do. The Democratic Party left me. I didn't leave them. It is not the same party of your father and grandfather. It is a different party. It's been radicalized. It's very left. And I knew, you know, after I said no, I wasn't going to vote for impeachment on Donald Trump, that I was done with it. I had had enough. What I didn't know was that a president would call me up and say, I want to sit down with you. He sat down with me for an hour and a half. We talked about everything you could imagine. And he said, you should become a Republican. I said, Mr. President, I am going to become a Republican. And the story goes, and it's true, he jumped up and said, let's do it right now. And it's typical Donald Trump, right? And I said, Mr. President, I have to talk to my family and let them know, and my very close friends. And I did. A couple of days later, we did it. And I am happy that I did. I'm proud to be on the president's team. I'm proud to be a Republican. We're fighting for the very republic, not the Republican Party, but the republic itself.
How about that?
Well, Congressman Jeff
story.
Van Drew, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it. And we appreciate that story about Donald Trump.
Thank you very much. Have a great weekend.